Welcome to Chalk and Cheese Podcast. One DJ, podcast, one comedian, and two other guys. Chalk and Cheese. Come on.
Begging it.
Chris is back.
Yeah, I'm back.
Can we give Chris a round of applause though? He made it back.
I'm back, man.
Welcome back and welcome back. Guess who's back?
Listen, yeah.
Everybody here, Chris.
I'm just saying, I'm back now, innit?
What you say? Talk up, no man, we can't hear you.
Back now, so man don't fuck with me. Man a bad man, wicked man, no take man fit toy. Don't fuck with me, blood. Tell him about it, man.
Alright, listen.
My man has been listening to Vibes FM.
Alright, listen, let's just say this, right? Big up all of the people. I'm gonna look right into the camera. Big up all of the people that signed the petition to get Chris heard. Alright? There's a petition going on.
I ain't even heard it.
Yeah. Chris
matters.
matters. It's Chris matters.
Chris
right?
opinion.
Chris matters. Let
matters.
Chris speak. Hashtag let Chris speak. Big up all of the people that was doing that.
Hashtag give Chris a voice.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Chris, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Shut your pussy clout mouth. I'm good, and I'm a bad man. And man's here to stay.
What we gonna
No
do?
man can't run me out of
listen.
this podcast. You understand?
Just run out yourself.
I will just walk out if I can't speak. That's just how it is. I'm not gonna fight, man.
No, Chris. No, listen.
That's like nobody can't boo me off stage either.
That's what I'm saying.
Just walk off of that.
Just
shit.
walk off, blood.
You're just booing the mic stand because we got.
Yeah.
I did. So you know when you go home, so what happened, babe? Did you get booed? No.
No.
I finished my
They
set.
were booing,
Yeah, they were
but I
booing.
weren't there.
Wait, what me?
They were booing the DJ because he's the only one that was on the stage.
No, when they start booing, me gone too.
I was booing
Have
as
you
well.
have you ever been booed for like
No.
DJing?
No, but I've seen it happen.
Yeah.
I've seen
For
it happen.
DJ.
Yeah, because
if a DJ gets booed, allow it.
I'll tell you how it happened.
I blame the artist.
No, you know,
That's the artist. You're rubbish.
No, you know what it is? It's when you don't plan well. So there's like some dances are really structured and they say, all right, play this music or play that music, and then some is down to DJ discretion. Now I've seen a DJ come on after another DJ that's been doing and try to follow suit and do the same thing or change it to a completely random subgenre to rebuild the dance.
And some just turn up and
And
play
it's just
same
like
song
and
we
it's-
play already.
and stuff like that, and those are the things that get you booed. You got to work out the dynamics of the dance. So I always say to DJs, don't just look in your laptop. Look at the crowd, gauge the crowd, read the crowd, so you know what's happening, what they've been enjoying. Try and get there before you said. Don't just come and think. You know what I mean? Same formula, because then you might get booed, or you might. You know what's worse than booed? When you empty the dance.
Oh yeah.
When you
Everybody
empty
just
the
so
dance. Yeah. As you start,
I've seen that so often.
they just start gone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my God.
You see them like, because there's run them music, you know. So like you're doing an all night party and they don't want to go home. There's run them music. I like, so say I'm doing a young people party, say 25s or whatever, and it's 4:00 and I want to go home and I want everyone to leave. You chuck onto Revival and then you see them start. They're not gonna diss the music, but they just take the time and leave.
So what was that
Or
church
slow
music?
jams or whatever. They take time and leave.
So
and
what
they
was
just
that
leave.
church music you was playing when we
You
first
see
came?
the differences yet, because you got to remember, you know. I'm
Remember that
gonna
comedy show?
answer the question, yeah, for you, for let people understand. At your show in Northampton, you have to remember, you know, that Yardie is a Jamaican. So when you played some of the biggest reggae music right now, doesn't sound jump up.
Yeah.
So when I was playing Chronics, who's one of the biggest reggae artists in the world right now, you want to call it, you want to diss it because you don't know it. No, you can't. It's like,
It
it's a
did sound
big
like
tune.
the church thing.
It's a big tune.
When I went in there,
So
I was
that's what I'm saying, because you don't know.
Yeah, it's probably
You don't
right.
know, but I'm telling you that those tunes right now, remember, you know, Chronics just had a concert. I had, I don't know, 15,000 people in Alexandra Palace. Reggae music, black people in, do you know what I mean? Like, these are big artists and big tunes, so don't knock it because you don't know it.
Yeah,
Why not
for real.
revoke your voice, you know,
Listen, yeah.
and take it off of you, you know?
Yeah, make a man make you go quiet over there,
Yeah.
man.
Man turn like Ariel.
I'm listening because I listen to
I'm
facts.
I'm not
If he's
gonna
talking
I'm not gonna
facts,
come and
I'm
play.
not gonna-
I'm not gonna come and play any idiot music. But what I did realize at that particular event, I did that because I get there first. You do the R&B, you realize people stiff.
Country out of London.
Start play the reggae. I see them start to, you know what I mean. Then I played, and then you see them start, because in a crowd where people are sitting down, a head nod is a
Dancing.
dance. Yeah, I mean, and when you get the crowd nodding, You know, so the music wasn't the problem in that crowd. It was the comedians. It was the comedians, but it's all good. It's all good because you didn't read the crowd. Comedians that were on that night, I don't remember who it was, but they didn't read the crowd very well. Because again, just like I was speaking about, you gauge the crowd. What kind of people they are?
Nah, what me? Dizzle had a bad night as well.
Do you know what's funny? Nobody said that. All I did was look at Ceesix, look at Christopher Savage, and he felt the pressure. It wasn't me.
I don't think I even was bantering people in the crowd, and that I didn't do that bad. You get me? Dizzle
Can I just say that I wasn't
had
there?
to offer free tickets.
I wasn't there. I wasn't at this show. Just a disclaimer. I was not.
No one did poor. What the problem was, I'll tell you the problem. The only problem that Dizzle had was that some crowds are not ready for the rudeness. Yeah. And Dizzle was a little bit vulgar. You know what I mean? I've seen some people, and you come out and say, hey, that girl like pussy. And then straight away, as you use the word pussy. I'm going to say what
Dizzle said, but he said something, and from him said to this one woman.
That was it. The whole crowd was like,
No, but he started off sick because when the girl said you look like Jay-Z and he went, you're no Beyonce, that killed the crowd.
I've noticed the chain of events. Yeah, there's a circle.
Next stop is Dizzle.
As you said, because I've noticed it in loads of comedy shows that I've DJ'd that like you can cross the line and say something, bam, and then the audience are like, whoa. Like, do you get what I'm saying? You can get under their skin with one sentence, and that's what you did. And it would have banged in another place with another set of people. So it wasn't a bad thing. It was just that you didn't read it with the crowd.
Do you know who is the king of crossing that line? But you'll cross it and then he'll jump right back over and get them back. Willie Robo. Every time, bro. Yeah. He will say something that you'll be like, oh, what? And then next minute he'll bust a joke and you're like, and he brings it back.
He's got a stick handicap joke. It's offensive. It's offensive. But it's hilarious.
You know one time the woman with one wheel and no arms.
No, you know what? You know offensive jokes that are funny, yeah? Like you feel bad for laughing, but you can't help laughing.
Yeah.
I remember once hearing a racist joke, blood, and I couldn't help but laugh. Like the guy was, I couldn't help but laugh. No, listen,
you're like a Black Panther. You
no, I couldn't help it, like because it was so ignorant, and it's deliverance. It's deliverance. The guy is deadly serious, you know. He said he put his hand in some jelly babies, and the black one stole his ring. I'm like, I couldn't help it. At first I was and I thought like, bro, hold on. The jelly baby. You're taking the piss. It was funny. It was so funny.
I like that one. That's good.
I should have put it.
I would have laughed too. I would have laughed too.
I ain't gonna lie. That's big man. That's funny. But
you deserve the punch. You deserve the punch. But he made me laugh, so I let it.
That's how funny it was. Because it was so funny that it was proper racist.
It was really fucking racist, bro.
That's why it was so funny.
And he had the audacity to, there was a few of us around, you know.
It wasn't even a joke.
And it was like,
it wasn't even a joke.
There
was straight racism. There was no joke in it.
Do you know what though? Have you ever been in those kind of work environments with like old school, like I call them like white guys who in they're like late 40s, 50s.
The ones who call you coloured and think that they're not being offensive. Yeah.
Because
calling you black is offensive, but coloured
because you know what? Back in the day, I used to I worked for a few people like that, and before I used to get offended, but then I came to understanding that they actually don't know any better because they believe if you call someone black, that's rude.
But
yeah, some people
associate black. I used to work for this delivery company, right? And it was me and
you look like a delivery man still. I'm not gonna lie, like you got that hat and that.
Be a delivery.
The UPS delivery driver.
I used to drive. There used to be a big truck, right? So the truck driver and me used to go out and we used to do the deliveries, right? So we used to remember we go to this place for deliver once, and the guy who I work with me go up first. He was a black guy. He went up first. And then I was coming up with the other set of delivery, and I put it down, and I said, "Oh, where the form there for your sign?" And he said, "Oh, I signed it. The color guy took it." I say, what you say? Him say, the guy you're working with. I'm say, yeah. Why you say colored? Him say, him not colored. How you mean colored? You can't color him in or anything like that. He's a black man. And he's like, I say, what wrong? Him say, yeah, but if I say no, you black, white, you can say it. You understand? Colored is, I believe, comes across more racist. Than saying he was shocked. So you're right. Some people probably don't even know like if they're allowed to say black. But
the older they
are,
the older it's the older.
Yeah, he was quite. Oh, yeah, it was the elder. Yeah,
it's the ignorance because they look at black like this.
Yeah,
and they say if I call him black, they think that I'm. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
coloured fella.
I'm not. To be honest. The ignorant stage or whatever, I'm not still excusing it. They got undertones.
No, but to be fair,
I'm not gonna excuse them fully, you know.
Yeah.
No, they got some undertones. You know, like they have learned how to deal with us and just to get on with life. The ones who haven't moved out.
Can I say something?
But you know what though?
But I sympathise. Sorry to cut you, Shabba. I sympathise with them because at the end of the day, like when I see like when you go to your area and then you see like. All of a sudden, a bag of Somalians are moving in. You're gonna think, fucking hell, man. Then you're gonna smell the food. You can smell the fuckery.
All the
Don't move to Streatham, then.
No, I'm just saying. I'm
Dizzle that is talking.
Don't move to Streatham.
And he doesn't talk. Dizzle does.
I'm just saying.
Dizzle does not talk for everybody on this podcast.
Go on.
No, you don't.
One for one, one for all.
That's
not even the right phrase, bro.
1 to 1. You're right.
Yeah.
I love Somalians.
But you know, I do. I never said.
All right, listen. Go on. Say your point.
My point is like you just feel like invaded. You get what I'm dealing with? Like in my area, all of a sudden there's bare Polish families all around, and it's like I'm in Podolski. It's like I'm in
what?
Podolski.
Podolski is a footballer. Podolski is a footballer.
So you say you're in Podolski land.
Podolski is a footballer.
Podolski land. No, this Podolski land.
What?
I know Polish. I know Polish.
You know what it is? Let me tell you what.
So my thing is. Back in the 60s, then you got all these white people, then all of a sudden you've got this boat coming and one bag of black people with all this Caribbean shit. It's not like they were racist. It's like they felt bombarded.
No, but they needed
yeah,
people.
But they felt bombarded. So my thing is, sometimes it's not racist. It's this bombardment of another race.
All right.
It just seems like racist.
I hear you, but you know what? Let me tell you something. Yeah? What you must understand.
I get bombarded over there. So why?
Listen, let me explain
bombarded.
Let me
You both look like you've been bombarded.
No, you was around. You was around.
Bombarded. They're bombarded in Podolski.
Hold on. That man said Podolski. That man said bombarded.
I know what I'm saying.
You said
it. That's what I'm saying.
Ceesix will say you look like a man.
Hold on. Listen.
Bareback.
You know what?
No Vaseline.
Nowhere gets taken over just like that.
It's true.
How it happens is ignorance. Let me tell you how. Listen, let me tell you what happens. Yeah. So you got like a white people that live in a terrace houses. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then they're selling the house. Mm-hmm. When they're selling the house, an Asian family buys it, or a black person buys it, or a Somalian buys it, and then they move in. So you got number 2, number 4, number 6. Somalian family move into number 4. The guy at number 6 then says, fuck that, I ain't living next door to them. Puts his house up for sale. Another Somalian buys it. Ignorant people are leaving to get away from, and then they're just buying, and they're just moving in. That's how it would seem to be taken over, but they're not taken over. People are running away from. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that makes sense.
So what you must do is learn to integrate.
It's like a crackhead
learn to integrate.
So I don't live with crackheads. I'm gonna move.
No, learn to integrate. Well, then you need to
integrate with no
crackheads. You need to not the crackheads, but like,
it's the same thing.
If another culture, man, I said it's the same thing. But say Somalian live they're all man, so be crackheads. Don't be like that.
I never said that. You said that.
All I'm saying is what you must know. What must happen more is integration, and then people wouldn't congregate and take over places, or it seemed to take over places, because you wouldn't be running away from. You just integrate. Do you get what I'm saying?
There's a program on TV right now, called The Great School Swap.
Yeah.
Where like it's up in West Midlands, near Birmingham, right? So basically there's a school, an area, I can't remember what it's called, but like Tamworth or something like that. But I just be a white people over there. And they're taking one class and bringing them into Birmingham to this area where is a lot of Asian people live around there. You know what I mean?
My goodness.
A lot of Muslims live around there.
God.
And then they swap. So the school has gone into the classroom
needs to
with the
happen.
Muslims and the Asian people, right? And they're talking to them and I ask them questions about what did they think about when they hear about Muslims and what's the first thing that come to your mind and stuff like that. And some of the comments that these kids are saying is like, your family must be racist for you know it.
Yeah,
for you
yeah.
One kid said their prophet is Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali.
No, that's your laugh.
Yo,
That's your laugh.
when we hear,
Muslims, I love
let me
you.
tell you something.
I'm
No,
sorry,
listen.
I'm sorry,
No, let me tell you
I'm
something.
sorry.
It's ignorance.
ignorant.
But if you
It's
laugh,
Muhammad
it's not
Ali.
you're laughing that because it's funny. You're laughing at the ignorance of it.
Yeah.
It's like the joke that he said. It's like you want to punch them and you have to laugh at the same time to just understand the level of people.
Disrespectful.
And then what they did is that one of the parents now, because I think this the last
Oh, I think I
episode,
saw
the
Say
parents
their
have now
prophet
come to
floats like a
see the area
butterfly.
and stuff like that. And this one woman went to them yard and it's like she even said something racist afterwards to the camera and corrected herself. So she know, but she said it and she was like, I don't mean that, and then you do mean that. You understand what I mean? But it's because you don't educate yourself. You understand? Listen, racism exists. We know this.
100%.
It's not gonna go anywhere. Like it's always gonna be here for years and years. But is the things like I feel like segregation. There's a lot of segregation going on, and it's like what you're saying, where when
Do you think so? Or do you think there's more integration nowadays?
no, there's a lot of segregation going on because what is happening is exactly what he said. Exactly what he said. There's people who are saying, I don't want to live beside them people there. I don't want to live beside them people there. So instead of staying and just trying to deal with it, they move away and then they move somewhere. And then
I don't want to live
where
next
they
to certain
move.
people.
No, I
It's
think
like if you go certain areas.
people
No, listen.
stink,
If you go certain areas right now, alright. If you four guys go certain areas in England, wanna stand out like crazy.
Yeah, man.
You understand? And it's real talk. And it's
doors
because there's a
open
lot
and
of
it's
segregation.
Yeah,
Me believe say you forget sectioned.
You couldn't even get it out.
Why the section?
No, but here's what I wanted to say though. This is the one thing I wanted to say.
That's
When I-
section, man. Eh?
Go on, let
Why-
Shabba speak,
No,
please.
but if I'm
Dizzle.
saying it's kind of sex.
Look at you. Look at you. Look at you. You don't even know yard over there, sir.
Anyway,
This is what we have to deal with. You know?
Anyway,
This is what we have to deal with. This is why people move away from people.
yeah,
this
it's
is
true.
what I'm saying.
Right now, I bet you on Dizzle Street right now.
Dizzle Street.
They love
Yeah. Dizzle Street. The first there was benefits.
No, you know what Dizzle
Now
does?
we have Dizzle Street.
This is the only black man on his street.
Yeah.
Exactly.
listen.
Because when the black guys, them are black people come around to buy a house around there, Dizzle, no. You're not gonna like it around here. I'm gonna tell you right now, you're not gonna like it around here. I'll be a thief
No,
around here.
there's some temporary houses. Some time they do come with. I feel like that Uncle Tom for real, you know, because when I do, no for real, 'cause when I see a black people on my road, I
Let
don't
me tell
want
you,
them
think
on
I
my
lie,
road.
me I tell.
This guy's
I
a
don't
real-
want them on my road.
Why
When
Dizzle?
you come with your ghetto-ness,
But how do you
told
know?
you.
You don't even know them yet.
I've judged them.
You're fucking
I've been around
Uncle
so much
Tom for
white
real.
people now. I'm judging them
Because
like the white
this is the
people.
one them blue them cover around there.
But Ola, we're digressing. We're digressing again.
That's what
But-
Shabba hasn't
but-
spoken yet, but go to Shabba.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you.
Not that you ever give me a
Man,
fucking
get that
chance,
voice
but
and
go
start
to
pass
Shabba.
around the voice.
You know?
You're
No,
tight.
but what I did want to say
Take
is,
me
with regards to like the ignorance of people, especially like those people who may call us coloured. I had a landlady who, when I went there, like initially, like she knew someone I knew, so she helped me get this property. So when I've gone there now, and she was just like saying, oh, so she was on the phone. And she was talking to someone about me. And she's like, "Oh yeah, I've got a coloured guy as a tenant." So when she's come off the phone, I said to her, "You know that you can't call me coloured.
You
innit?
must get rent free
Like,
1 month.
You can't call me coloured." And she was like, "What do you mean?" Like this is an elderly lady. So I sat literally had to sit down and break it down and say, "Listen, if you call someone else, another black person, coloured, they're gonna take offence, and you're not gonna like their reaction." It's just like growing up in her era when it was the whole, like if you was Irish and growing up and what they would call the Irish people. I'm not gonna say the connotations of names, but all the different names that they would call them. So she was like, "Oh, so is that the same thing?" So yeah, you can't call me coloured. I'm black. Like, but then in her mind, exactly what you lot were saying, she was like, "But I thought black calling you black is
But you see,
offensive.
if someone says a racist thing to me, the first thing I do, I don't get vexed with them. I try to school them first. The minute they start getting rude, that's when I start fucking.
Alright, listen,
But you won't get it because you look mixed race.
No, what you must understand is this. Listen, what you must understand is this.
I'm dark skinned, blood.
Hearing a racist comment in passing is one thing, and being racially attacked or profiled is completely different. So someone saying something ignorant, someone saying coloured, like I'm sure we can all move on. We can laugh at them.
No,
you're in a better
to
position.
be fair, her calling you coloured, Shabba, is you got off lightly because she could have called you enough names.
But anyway, listen, let's be serious about this. But if you are racially profiled or you're like, remember, racism is hate for you because of, so when you actually get given the hate, then it's different. I've never experienced full-on racism. I've never been run down because I'm black.
Obviously.
Bruv, take this thing serious, bruv.
But
You know what? Take the drink off of him.
But
man.
you know you're talking to.
Chris, take the drink.
No, but you know
Bruv,
you're
put
talking
your drink
to.
down, bruv.
You know you're talking to though.
Come on, give me the drink.
Look at your face. See, that's what you do.
Dizzle.
You get vexed. I don't. That's what you do. I'm the idiot, and you're the one that get vexed. Think about.
No, but
Dizzle, give me the
I've
drink,
experienced racism properly. Like I've experienced racism, like
Obviously.
on several layers. Yeah.
Stop your bullshit.
Go on, get it out. Go on.
Stop
Go
your
on.
bullshit, Dizzle. People need to.
Like he gets drunk quick, like he has 2 sips.
The man never sip and smell it. The man up in the back and smell it and get drunk. Chris, I only one who drink.
2 seconds ago he was like, sorry to cut you.
Yeah.
All normal.
And now he's just fucking on one, innit? He's on a roll. It's not me. Give me the thing, man. Well, just a little bit. Just a little sweet malt. Give me a little.
But what I was saying is, I've experienced racism.
Give me that.
Don't give him nothing. No, don't give him nothing.
No,
Don't give
whatever's
him
making
nothing.
you not happy, I want.
No, don't give him none.
No, he needs to be happy.
Whatever's making you happy. Not what?
Don't give.
You're fucking mean. You're mean.
I know what you're gonna do. You've got to know my brother.
You're gonna hold it. Sure.
Okay, guys, we're regressing. Let's get back to the subject.
What I was saying is that now
Just for the podcast, these guys learn a new word.
No, listen.
Regurgitating.
Chris knows these things, because Chris says, smell the ambience of gentrification. I said, yeah. Anyway, go on. Sorry.
No, all I was saying is I hear where you're coming from with regards to the racism thing, and I think once there are many of us who have been racially abused. Even right now, I know it's one of the biggest issues in football right now about players being abused on the pitch and so on and so forth. And I've obviously, because I had to grow up with it, it was a difficult situation. But then I learned that it's not every person, like whether you're white, black, Asian, Chinese, doesn't matter. That's racist. Sometimes it is their environments and it is what it's just learned behavior, like you said. But I also believe there is that other side who are just horrible people in essence, and it does stem from young. And a lot of them, you go into their, like, I remember the area I lived in, when you knew who was quote unquote like BNP or NFs, when it was like St. George's Day or
so for those who don't know, them stand for BNP,
British National Party and National Front.
National Front.
They're like
we have internationalists.
They're like neo-Nazi. They're like neo-Nazi groups who basically, just want the white person to be the best. Okay, so in my area there was a lot. So what they would do is, what? Why are you laughing?
It's just.
Well, it's because of the way I said it. Because I want to, they want to be the best. No, but what it is that when certain things would happen over here, like St. George's Day or like something to do with the Queen or whatever. Now you would see them put their flags out of their windows and
but that doesn't mean that they're racist, though. It doesn't mean that they're racist. They're just proud of their country.
You can't say that because when Usain Bolt fucking runs for Jamaica.
Did you hang any flags out your window? Huh? Did you hang flag out your window?
There's not a more patriotic nation than Jamaicans,
Trust me.
Like, you see I went to Reggae Boys versus QPR, bro.
This flag's for the fucking
the whole pitch. Everybody, listen, they had jerk chicken everywhere. Everybody had a flag. Everyone. Like, they're so patriotic. But the difference is, the English flag has difference. Do you get what I'm saying? It means a different thing.
Has
It's
two
different.
has two connotations.
So like,
for
so
it.
when you see it, listen, like it can be an offensive. It can be used as an offense. Do you get what I'm saying? So when the football's on, it doesn't have the same effect because you got it on your car and you're driving. It doesn't have the same effect. But when it's like the Queen's some like her birthday or something, or some form of Remembrance Sunday or something, and then they've got it out on there, it means something different. Although it's the same flag because it's meant in a different way.
And would you say the same applies to like places like United States as well? Do you think
United
that
don't
flag?
because if you use the Union, what's it called, the
one
stars and
with-
stripes,
yeah.
it's different than if you use the conglomerate flag, like
Yeah.
they-
The hold on,
Confederate, whatever. All right, what are you gonna do? You're gonna highlight.
You know
it.
the red one, the red one.
Hold on, let me highlight. Yeah,
Brother,
whatever.
relax,
I
no
said the
dog.
wrong word. Yeah, whatever. That Confederate flag means something different. Do you get what I'm saying?
Can we wrap this up, though?
The
'Cause
amount of
it's
words you
fucking-
use that in the wrong
Big
thing.
man,
This is getting
relax.
flagged up. This is getting flagged up. This is getting flagged up.
Idiot, you know. You don't have no sense.
All right, I'm just gonna forget.
But
This
that,
is
so
here.
for people who are listening, if you're a white person or a person that is not black and you never really know before, don't use the word color. Just say black. Yeah, no black man now take offense to them saying they're black man. Like, yeah, if a man say yo black man, is that rude?
If a black man says, well,
Hey, black
No,
guy.
if a white man
you what,
said
black
no,
guy,
the
black
black
fella.
guy
The
there,
black
the
guy
black
did it.
fella
No,
there.
no.
Is it racist to call a white person colored? Because they could go blue, red,
Red,
pink.
yeah, depends. Me and his son, I'm change color. You know?
You understand? Rainbow.
Anyway,
That is racist.
All right,
What,
so
rainbow?
Yeah.
Dotty Bongo.
moving on.
Zippy. This is the Chalk and Cheese podcast.
done. That's all you need.